So anyway, now I've got my slab done. And now I'm going to take this guy. This is a little scraper. I'm going to scrape across it. Now watch the way I scrape it. I don't go like this. I don't want to put marks in it like that. What I'm trying to do is scrape all the bubbles out. And make the molecules of the clay stick together a little bit more. Get some cracks out. Okay. Now I'm going to flip it over, do the same thing. Okay. Yeah. Now, I'm going to put my pattern on. Use my fettling knife. Okay. Notice I'm holding it straight up. I'm going to come in off the edge like this. Cut like this. Cut like this off the edges of the clay. Oops. Cut like this, right along the side there. And like this. Okay. I'll take this clay and put it over here so I can use it for the head and little details. Here's my main body. Okay, so now I'm going to take the clay, I'm going to bend it on itself, and whenever you join pieces of clay together, you have to slip and score. So I'm going to put water on my little tool here. This is a little scored tool. It's got little ridges in it like a fork or something. You want to get that nice and muddy. You're making some clay glue right here. Okay? Get it muddy here. Each part of clay that you join together must have this clay glue on either side. Okay, now I'm going to push it together like this. Okay. Now I'm going to take my scraper and put my hand inside like this. Now I'm going to scrape it down and make it look as smooth, make a smooth join right here. So you can't tell where you join these pieces together. All right, now this is going to be your little robe of your gnome. Okay. All righty. Nice and smooth. Always keep things very neat. All right, now I'm going to create the head. So I'm going to pull some more clay out. I'm going to roll it in my hands. I've got dry clay on my hands, so I don't want that in my new clay. So I just wiped it off. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to join this head to this guy. And I think I want this head a little bit bigger. So I'm going to add a little bit more clay. Okay. Maybe not that big. You just kind of have to pinch and test, see what you like. Try them on, take it off again. Okay. Looks pretty good. See that little bit right there? You want to take your fingers, you want to get out all, you can take a little bit of water too. Not too much water. If you put too much water on this clay, it gets very gooey. Alrighty. So I'm trying to get those off. See, I'm scraping my thumb all around it. Like this. Alrighty. Now what I want to do, I'm going to take this tool, I'm going to stick a hole kind of in it. I want the air to be able to get it like that. Not all the way through, okay? Now that hole is going to go down here. Now I have to slip and score. This is very important, or the head will fall off. Your joins will not be good, so take your time at this point. Make it very muddy, okay? All right, now I'm going to stick this on. And now I'm going to test my join there. Test it. If I can pull it off like that, I haven't slipped or scored well enough. So I have to get it very muddy. I'm going to redo my hole a little bit. Stick it on. Now, that's a good join. Okay, now I'm going to even make a better join. I'm going to take this side of the tool. I'm going to pull up and down and up and down, 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 up and down. And join that head. See, up and down. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to start molding it. Making some shoulders, you know, thinking about which direction I want the face. All right. So he's going to have this little wizard robe on, okay? He's an old-timey gnome. He's not really a gnome, he might be a wizard, okay? So make things nice and smooth. Right now I might kind of press him like this so he's starting to have some shoulder action. Okay. All right. Now, I might take this little tool and I might just sort of go in here like this for one eye, another eye. Take this side of the tool. Start making eye shapes. Might take a teeny bit and roll it into a ball. Put it right in that eye shape right there if I want to. Teeny shape. Okay, now I want to make a nose. So I'm going to take the clay, make it into a ball, make it smooth. I'm going to pinch it a little bit like this so it makes a little triangle shape. Right, like that. Okay. Now I kind of have to slip and score that just a bit. I don't want his nose to come off. His nose goes right between the eyes like this, the top of the nose. And stick that guy baby on. Okay. Take your tool if you need to. You can start shaping your nose the way you want it. Okay. Many things you can do with the nose. You can make him a little bubble nose, bulbous nose kind of thing. Take your little tool, go up like that. Give it a little tug to make sure it's going to stay. Okay, there you got his nose. Now, I'll take this little tool and go right inside his eye. Hello. Hello, little gnome. There you go. Okay, now I'm going to start the beard. So see, I've got a shape like this. That's a pretty good beard shape right there. I'm going to pull it up like this because I want it to go around his ears. But we might want to put the ears on first. No, let's put the ears on second. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here to join this clay, don't just slap it on there like that. No, if you do that, come right off. Okay, so slip and score. Slip and score. And everywhere, don't be afraid of this part, of not wrecking it, you're fixing it. Okay. Slap this guy on here. pull it right back here. Get the little details off of him, make him smooth. All right. Now, he needs a mustache. A bit of clay. And you know, you can do fun things like this. You can roll the mustache up. I don't know. You guys, have to use your imagination. You can put it down. It's pretty sticky clay. Put it down there. Alrighty. Make sure it's going to stay. Okay. You can turn this any way you want. I'm doing this backwards. Alright. I'll put some texture in it. And I want to do that neater, but you see I'm doing it where I cannot. I'm not in front of it, I'm behind it, so I'm going to get all those little clay things off, called clay boogers. Alrighty. Now I'm going to do some ears. And see the shape that I'm making right here? It's like a little letter C. Okay. Make sure that's on good. Okay. I just want to be pointy, give them some personality. And I think I'll stick this in here like that to make it. You see this? I don't want it down. I'm going to put his hat on. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, going to do the other one. There you go. Oh, and I have to give him some really great eyebrows, so I make my letter C. Okay. Zip and score. Stick it on. The good thing about the gnomes is they're not going to be perfect, They're odd shaped, so that's sticky out like that. Point that ear up, make it sticky. Point this ear up too, I think. Okay, I want it to come out like that. There you go. All right. Very important, eyebrows. You can make them like a unibrow if you want to. You can start thinking about what you want them to be now. You can, people made chefs with a big pot. They made mushrooms, umbrellas. I mean, it's just so much fun. You just use your imagination. Okay, I'm going to make a unibrow here. Alright, let me look at this guy from the front. He's looking cute. Put some more stuff in here. Alrighty. And now the hat. Okay, you can make any kind of hat you want. Just press it and give it and press it. And if you want to make a cone type hat, you start out with a little triangular shape. Don't press it down too thick. Keep pulling and pressing, pulling and pressing. I don't like that piece. I'll start with this one. It's got to be a little bigger. Oops. It's going to be bigger than that. Let's see. This big piece right here. This guy over here. Okay, let's see now. Maybe I'll start like something like that. Always better to start big than small. Okay? Now, you guys can make any kind of hats you want. I'm going to do the same thing I did. Join these together, slipping and scoring, so that's about right. See how it comes right off if you don't slip and score? My finger in it. Let's grab it down. Okay, now I've got a little issue here, so I'm going to cut it off right here. Okay, see if it fits. Make sure you've tested it. All right, let's see. Is he fitting? It's pretty big hat. I don't want it that big. Cut it off. Test it out, see if it fits him. Pretty cute. Let's see if I can get him over here so you can see him. I want his ears to go. Oops, I lost an ear. Oh no, here it is right there. Ears to go up over a little bit. Okay, so it's, I need to slip and score it, don't I? Or I can set this aside and I could smush some out and make some long hair to go first. Oops, slip and score, slip and score. Oh, there we go. Slip and score. Stick that baby on there like that. Test it. Okay. Now, let's just mold it. Pull it down over here by his ears and curl it around or whatever you want to do. Have it join the beard. Like that. Here we go. Stick some hat on. Oops. Let's score the hat. Sorry. Turn this way. Okay. Alrighty. Test that hat. Yep, it's gonna stay. How's he look? Look okay? Yeah, it's a little pointy hit. That needs to be pointy. Or maybe it'll go like this. Who knows? You know? Okay. Now you can do feet, arms, belts, knives, whatever your imagination tells you to do, okay? Or you can make a different hat. You could cut this out. You know, you could make a baseball hat. You could do anything you want. Okay, so for his little arms, let's start rolling in a ball. Okay. I'm going to roll down here. Let's see where you can see him. All right. Okay. That's good. Let's make another one. Get some more clay. Roll in a ball. Get it smooth. A bit big. I started to roll and it started to square off, so I took my fingers and twisted it like this, and that helps it go round again. So got some arms, and I'm going to do something fun. See that right there? Take my little tool, poke this down in here so I can stick some hands in there if I want to. See what I just did? Do it again. Poke this in, stick some hands in there. Okay, so gotta make sure this is nice and smooth. And put my arms in here where I want them. Oh, that's where I want them, so I need to slip and score. Really good. Press on, test, it's going to stay. Nice and wet, nice and wetty, nice and gooey. Okay, gooey clay, I can lift up his beard if I want to. Press on. Okay, now I think I need to have his hands doing something, carrying something or whatever, so I'm going to move his hands like that. Take a little ball of clay. I'm going to make a mitten. With a little, I'm going to press this down like that. Okay. All right. You just have to work on this a little bit. You can use your little tool if you want to put a little thumb in there. Okay. Now I'm going to take this off and make it fit in that little hole that I made. And I have to make sure fit that in there. Okay. Now you've got yourself a little mitten. You can add fingers if you want to. You can be doing anything you want them to do. You could have a drum, you know, so this is where it gets fun. Another time, make the mitten. Okay. Make the thumb. Fix it up. Point it. Stick him in. Make sure he's stuck there good. That's not stuck, so I have to add a little clay glue here. I don't want it to fall off. Okay. That's good. Okay. Howdy. Hello, everybody. Should I clip my hands now? Clip, clip, clip. Okay, so, oops, there goes his arm. Oopsie. So I need to fix that better, so let's see. I'm going to go like this. That's what we should have done. Now, straighten it around and make it neat. Okay, so you could leave him like that. You could put a belt on him. You could do all kinds of cool stuff with this guy. Oh, you can do feet to him or shoes. Remember to slip and score. Okay, there's one foot. Kind of coming out like that. And another foot. Let's move this out of the way so you can see what's going on. Okay. And score. And I'm going to put that down and form them up. Oopsie. Foot goes over here. Make sure it's stuck.